I'm waiting to see if you can see me. Are you there? Can you guys see me? Yay, you can see me. And welcome. Oh, I'm so happy you can see me. In my very dark room because it's so cold and stormy here in Southern California today. Welcome to our April full moon. Oh, isn't it beautiful? It is so beautiful to be with all of you. I've been watching the feed for the last minute or two, and there really is a global audience gathering. Saw someone chiming in from España tonight. It's really lovely to see you. So welcome. I have a beautiful Libra full moon ceremony for you. That's what we're here for. And I'm especially excited about tonight's full moon. Did you know, you may know, that this is the biggest supermoon of 2020. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't believe in coincidences. That the biggest, brightest full moon of this entire year, you know, when it's big and full, when it's a supermoon, it's closer to us, right? Why is Luna coming closer tonight than she has at any other point in this year? And then she will at any other point in this year. Have you made meaning of that? As I'm making meaning of it. So this is a pink egg supermoon in Libra. Those are all the technical names for it. And I think the reason that she's shining brighter on us tonight than she will shine for the rest of the year is that we need her, right? Nature is responsive. She responds to everything in her environment because nature doesn't have to be reminded that we're all connected, that we're all one. Nature understands that on an intimate level, right? So tonight, my intention, and you know, ceremony, the most important part of ceremony of any kind, but in particular moon ceremony, is intention. And remember that the full moon, you know, if these gatherings feel familiar to you, it's because our ancestors have gathered around the full moon to celebrate and hold ceremony forever. I mean, in ancient times, it was thought that, you know, the gods were smiling upon them when the moon was full, and the gods were abandoning them when the moon was new. Or the gods were walking with them when the moon was full, and then the gods were letting them figure it out on their own when the moon was new. They had stories and narratives and made meaning of the different phases of the moon. And so, and I always say, it's possible you were celebrating the full moon in a past life. So when we get together, as we have been, you know, in September, I think it's September, maybe it's August. Was it the August blue moon or the September blue moon that was our first moon ritual ever as a Sage Goddess community? It's going to be 9 years. I've never missed a full moon in all that time. So I certainly am not going to miss one now. This is probably one of the most special full moons that we've had. So I want you to think about your intention. My intention tonight is to harness as much of this light energy, this lunar energy, and pass it to you. Share it with you. And then I also want to spread it, share it, set the intention that tonight, everyone on this planet will feel this beam of light. Will feel not only the energy of the moon herself, but will feel the love and the intention that we are working with tonight to bring the fullness of that light forward. It's a full moon in Leo, or in Libra, I should say, not Leo. Thank God. I don't think we could handle a Leo full moon right now. It is a full moon in Libra, and I want to talk for a minute about what that means, okay? So, and again, because I don't think that's an accident either. If I could have picked a sign for tonight, honest to goodness, if I could have picked a sign, Mother Nature says you can have the full moon in whatever sign you want, I still would have picked Libra. And the reason is Libra is the master. Do I have any Libras in the house? Libra is the master of harmony, balance, and beauty. And Libra, every sign has their way of healing, something that they do to heal during difficult times. Where are my Libras? Ricky Lynn is a Libra. Do you guys have family members who are Libra? My brother's a Libra. So I grew up with a Libra. And they are the peacekeepers and the peacemakers. And one of the things we love about our Libras, and one of the reasons they get along so well with fire signs, they don't do drama, right? They do no drama. I've never met a Libra in my life who was like, I love drama. They are not about it. So if I could have picked any sign for tonight to be tonight's moon to be full in, it would have been Libra, because tonight is fullness of beauty, fullness of harmony, and fullness of balance. I don't know about you, okay? I don't know about you, but you know, I have felt my emotions sort of doing this, right, in the last couple of weeks. Like, I'll feel fine, and then I'll make the mistake of maybe watching the news, and then I go over here, and then I start to meditate, and I listen to my spirit guides, and I'm like, no, everything is, you know, like I do this kind of dance. Anybody else having that kind of experience? Which is great, right? And it's very human and it's very normal. But sometimes you go all the way to one end and you get stuck in the anxiety, in the fear, in the tension, in the, you know, because there's so much going on. I have kids at home that I keep calling it fake homeschooling, because it's not really homeschooling, right? Plus I'm working and I have my team remotely in all these different places, and my husband and I work together, so that's not new. I'm used to having him around all the time and I love it. But some married couples, I think, are losing their damn minds right now, right? And then there are people who are going through this whole process solo, right? And they're struggling with that in their own way and on their own level. So this is okay. You know what I mean? That's human. That's life. You're going to have the ebb and the flow, the yin and the yang. You're going to have that energy. It's the nature of the universe. What you don't want is when it swings all the way to one end and then just gets stuck there, especially if that end is fear, anxiety, tension, sadness, grief, all the feelings that we're feeling. It's really easy to go over there and get stuck. And I've heard, because I have 1 million people in my Sage Goddess community, I've heard a lot of voices over the last couple of weeks of people saying, you know what, Athena, sometimes I get over there into that fear stuck grief place and I don't know how to get back. It's like I get there and then I'm paralyzed, right? I've been just hearing that a lot. And so like Jenny says she feels stuck. Gina says she's by herself, right? I love you, Gina Antonini. I've known Gina for a long time. So just know I see you. I really do see you. You are not a face in a crowd. You are a single beautiful soul that I'm looking at and sending love to tonight. And no matter where you are, I want you to know that a couple things I want to say tonight. This is a unique experience in our history, of our species, really. And it's certainly in our lifetimes, this is a unique experience. There's no precedent for this. However you're managing it is great. And honestly, that's what this full moon in Libra is all about. You do you. Nobody should be telling you what to do. You know, I keep laughing at these like fitness videos, like, you know, or like learn a new language or whatever. I don't know about you. I'm not going to be learning a new language right now. That's not my number one priority. Like however you manage this is great. And I'm sure you're doing the best you can and a fantastic job, right? So that's the first thing I want to tell you. The second thing I want to tell you is, you know, I don't have the keys to the castle. I can't see the details of the future with all clarity. But I will tell you this. I do feel hope in my heart. I am not afraid. And I'm mindful, but I'm not afraid. And I do believe that we are being guided and held even in this time when it feels like what's happening. And I do think that nature is healing. I really, really do. I think nature is taking this opportunity to work on her fitness. And she doesn't need a fitness video for that. I do think that nature is taking this opportunity to heal and to become whole. And let me tell you something. I think the best outcome of this time is if you can take this time to heal and become whole, to go within, to learn to love yourself a little more deeply, to learn to ask for what you need kind of unapologetically. You know, I need silence, I need space, I need love, I need tenderness, I need, you know, and to learn to express your needs and to really try to be as present to those needs as you possibly can. When we feel afraid as human beings, and this is basic psychology, when we feel afraid as human beings, we go back to little boy, little girl, little person, okay? We go back to root chakra, which is all about early stages of human development, and we go back to basic needs and basic emotions. I feel afraid. I don't feel safe. I'm alone. We go back to that when we're afraid. And so one of the things we're going to be doing tonight, in fact, the gemstone that came with your kit, if you got your tools, is this. I gave this to you almost, I mean, really at the time we ordered these for this set, not knowing that this was going to unfold like this. This is balancing the lower chakras. This is going to get you up out of that root chakra. Tonight we're going to try to open the sacral chakra, which again, Libra is really good at that because they're super creative. And so every sign heals differently. Libra heals by creating art, by creating music, by creating sound. So I'm going to drum tonight. If you have your tools, then you got a little egg rattle, and I want you to shake your rattle. If you don't have tools, listen, go get a bottle of vitamins. You're going to shake that. Or if you have another rattle, or if you have your own drum and you want to drum with me, we're going to make some sound tonight. I'm going to drum for you. You're going to shake it. And we're going to shake off some of this stress and anxiety. Rattling, interestingly enough, in lots of different traditions, including shamanism, is used to stir up the bottom of the cup, right? To loosen up what is hardened and what is crusty and kind of get it moving again. So rattling is really important for loosening up your energy field, for getting things moving in your energy field. If you want to get up and shake it, I'm all about that. I'm not going to because it's hard for me logistically, but if you want to get up and shake your booty, I will cheers you from here. And that's what we're going to do tonight. That's the centerpiece of our ceremony. So I hope you're ready for a beautiful ceremony. I'm excited. I've got my tools here. So if you want to know what we're working with, let me show you. This is your candle that we're working with tonight. And by the way, I was telling my students earlier that Gabriel, who's my lead graphic designer at Sage Goddess, created this art. We talked about it. It was the idea of a woman, a goddess, holding an egg, because this is the super egg moon, with the earth behind her, or in her, in her arms. And it's like, isn't that the perfect visual for where we are right now? We're all trying to hold each other, and we're trying to hold Gaia. And yet, in the middle of all the cray-cray, we are also trying to birth something new. A new creation, a new dream. And I really want you to hear me on this tonight. I know this is a challenging time, but don't lose sight of your sacred egg. Don't lose sight of your dream. You know that thing that you were, oh, look at you while I talk to you. That dream that you were holding on to in December, on New Year's Eve, when you're like, 2020s, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Don't defer your dreams. Don't postpone your dreams. That's what tonight is about too. This dream of yours, and I don't know what your dream is, right? But this dream of yours was given to you. I think all of our dreams are gifted to us. And no matter what that dream is, whether it's a personal dream, whether it's a professional dream, whether it's a dream for your family, whatever it is, tonight I want you to really, really sit with that, with the energy of coming back to that egg. It's easy to lose sight of it when there's so much else going on and our energy is being pulled in all these different directions. But I really, really, really want you to tend that egg. I want you to go into that energetic womb, and I want you to give energy to that egg tonight, because you're still going to birth whatever that is. It's hard to know it now. It's hard to see it now, but there will be a time when this time is a memory. And as I was falling asleep last night, I hope this is helpful for you. As I was falling asleep last night, I started to tear up a little bit. And I was thinking about the parts of this time right now that are actually kind of sweet. And the things that I will miss, like when my kids go back to school. And I don't get to have lunch with them every day. Like right now I get to have lunch with my kids every day. That doesn't usually happen Monday to Friday. And it's super sweet. And like the little conversations that we have, or being able to just say, hey, Zoe, do you want to watch a cooking show with me real quick for 30 minutes in the middle of the day? Because we can, and we love to do that. Or staying up super late to paint rocks outside, when normally it's a school night and we'd be going to bed kind of early. You know what I mean? A lot of this time is really super hard, and I don't want to minimize that at all. I mean, it is hard, no matter where you are and who you are. All of us have stress. But just for a second, also maybe think about something in this time that's sweet. Maybe you have more time to go back and start crocheting again or knitting again because you loved it and you haven't done it in forever, right? Or maybe it's finally being able to read a book because you just haven't had time. You've had that book sitting there on the shelf and it's like, well, I'm going to read it. Or maybe it's the time to go within and finally have that big, good cry that you needed to have last year. But you kept saying, I'm too busy. I can't break down now. I'm too much going on. I got to hold it together. You kind of don't have to hold it together now. And so maybe it's about letting some of that energy come forward. I'm just saying, what I have learned in my life is that every time has a sweetness. Even the really hard times, and I've gone through some real stuff, okay? So I'm not saying this as someone who hasn't been through a lot. But even in those times, there was some tinge of a sweetness that I missed afterward. So try to appreciate even some parts of this, right? And if you have your kids around more than usual, I know it's super stressful. I'm probably being too permissive of a parent right now, but y'all got to balance what we're doing, and that's how it goes, right? That's right. And you have to try to not maybe keep yourself too busy so that you allow yourself to feel all the feels. Okay, a couple things I want to tell you before I forget. First of all, my necklace I'm giving away. The full moon kit for May is on sagegoddess.com. It's a super moon in May, and we're doing a prosperity ritual because May is the month of prosperity. And so one person who gets their tools today, this is a $799 blue topaz and labradorite necklace, and I'm going to give it away to one person who gets a full moon kit today. I will tell you something. We were only able to make half of the quantity of the full moon kits that we normally do because of world events. So I do apologize in advance. They will sell out sooner than usual. Usually they're around for a couple of days after the event, but they won't be this time because we had these Amazonite roses carved just for the set, and they were only able to carve about half of the amount that we wanted because of everything going on. So for that reason, and because of the limitations on oils and everything going on in our world, we only have half the number of sets. So if you do purchase a set tonight, and my team put the link up for you, the code is 19SUPER for 19% off, and then one person, and your chances are really good. You have to get the set before midnight. Don't leave now, but you can do that afterward. Stay here with me now. But one person who gets the set before midnight, so you'll have 5 hours after this, is going to win this necklace. And I think it's very pretty. And you'll get it in time for the next new moon, because this is a new moon necklace, not a full moon necklace. All that labradorite, that's the stone of new moon intention setting. Kind of cool, right? So I want to tell you that. Oh, it's so good to see you guys. Is it your first gemstone rose, Callie Owens? Aren't they pretty? And you know what I like about this one? The carver made the base really kind of solid and flat, so it really is dimensional and stands up. Isn't that beautiful? One person was saying they're going to try to use it as a sphere stand. So I'll be interested to see how you guys incorporate that. Not pretty. The other thing I want to tell you is I made this today. Everybody's been asking me for an essential oil blend to help them through this time. So I made, this perfume is called Held. This is the only bottle I can make because there's something in this bottle called Amulya Attar, which is a blend of 60 different Indian pure absolute flowers. This one has galangal root in it. It has hinoki wood. It has a really rare high elevation lavender, which is a new ingredient for us that we haven't worked with before. And every single oil in this blend, I think there's 7 oils total, relaxes the central nervous system. This is your ultimate anti-stress blend, but I can't make it again because the Amulya Attar doesn't exist anymore. India stopped producing it. So it's going to be available on Thursday. I'm telling you about it now. I wanted to make it at the full moon. I've charged it and blessed it in ceremony today. It'll be in the shop on Thursday morning at 7 a.m. Pacific time. It's one of those ones I won't be able to remake because of the ingredients. So if you want what I think is the best relaxant and also really sacred and beautiful, it's incredible. And I didn't dilute it as much as I usually do our perfumes because I want it to be really, really strong. So it's long lasting too. It is insane. Amanda wants the whole bottle. Normally when I make perfume, I make 2 bottles this size, but I can only make 1. So that's everything I'm doing right now is great, but I can only do half of what I'm usually doing because of our present circumstances. And I didn't have enough oils to make 2 bottles. So this will be coming on Thursday. It's called Held. And one of the things I recommend doing with it when you get it, if you have a mala, where's my mala? Where's my mala, Leo? usually wrapped around my lion. Anyway, if you have a mala, they usually have tassels. And so what you want to do, it's called held, H-E-L-D, because it's going to make you feel like somebody's holding you, which was my intention for that. If you have a mala, it has a tassel, and what you want to do is put a little bit of held in your palm of your hand and rub your tassel in it. That way, every time you recite your mantras with your mala, you'll smell that. So that's coming Thursday. If you're a Sage Goddess perfume hoarder, maybe buy 2 bottles instead of 1, because later on you're going to be like, I want more held, and I'm going to tell you, I told you I can't make it. I literally will never be able to remake it, because that Amulya Attar isn't being made anymore. It's sweet spicy, but more sweet. It's exotic. It smells like walking through a Southeast Asian temple in spring when all the flowers are blooming. That's the only way I can describe it to you. It's holy, it's sweet, but that galangal root's a little spicy, so it keeps it from being too sweet. It's not sticky sweet. No, I didn't say hell. Not quite the intention I was holding for that. Okay, any questions about anything else? Let me know. The other thing I didn't show you today, and I thought these were beautiful. I totally forgot when I was live earlier to show you. Look at these rainbow moonstone moon necklaces. Did you see these? While we have our 19% off. Aren't they gorge? It's like gemmy rainbow moonstone, and they're open on the back. These were made for Sage Goddess. So I've got these here charging up at the full moon. And those are all the pretty things. Okay. Held holy, that's right. Okay, so let's begin. I'm going to smudge and get our airways cleared. I know, right? You guys should make a mala. Really. You know, that would be a great, if you're looking for like a craft, I'll tell you something. I screwed up the first couple I tried to make. Because the knotting is a thing. But then once you get it, you got it. And it just takes time. I can only make about 1 mala a day at the speed I do it. But that's hand knotting, that's praying, that's all the things. But it's not expensive to make. You can get the thread, or you used to be able to get the thread on Amazon. And or you can use a needle. And it's a beautiful way to work with gemstones right now. Say a prayer, make a mala. I think that's a great idea. If you guys are good at making malas and you make a video, can you send it to me so I can share it with my community? That would be really nice. Talk about an information share. Any more ideas for crafts? I've been doing a lot of mandala stones. You know, where you take the rock and you paint it black and then you do the dots. I find that very soothing. Mine are not as perfect as like the people who sell them on Etsy, so I don't sell them or anything. I don't think they're not like super pro, but it's very relaxing. I put them in my garden. The thread, I don't remember what it's called, but it has like an attached needle on it. You can find it on Amazon, or you used to be able to. I haven't bought it in ages because I haven't made a mala in about 2 years, but I've had friends tell me they just use regular thread with a needle, you know. Yeah, and there are mala makers and soul shifts. So if y'all are making videos, I think I saw one video this last week from someone making malas, but I don't know if they want me to share it publicly. So again, if you guys have made a video, our soul shift content is private. But if you've made a video and you are willing to share it publicly and it's a good tutorial, I would really like to share your video. Because I'm not going to make a video about that right now. Yeah, make vision cards, you know, like soul collage. Do a soul collage and make your own deck of cards too. That would be really fun. Or a vision board, Joy, right? Love that. You guys are, yeah, purling thread. Thank you, Bobby Colby. Purling thread is what it's called. And I like it best. That's my personal favorite for that particular craft. Okay, let's anoint with our perfume really quick, and then I'm going to open our circle. Woo. So this is Creation Perfume. I kind of want to bring the scent into the space. This is, if you have this month's perfume, this is so good for your lower chakras. It's got cassia in it, cinnamon cassia, just a little bit with neroli and grapefruit. And it's all lower chakra. Because again, Libra, for me anyway, and you can smell just a little bit of the cinnamon. It's super sexy. So at my wrist for what I do, at my third eye for what I know, and then a little bit at my ankles for where I go to cross and cover all the meridian lines. What's a mala? It's a 108 bead necklace, really, a talisman that we use for chanting and reciting mantras in meditation. So it's M-A-L-A, and you can do your research and go down that rabbit hole, and it's one of my favorite tools. My students and I have been reciting mantra together with our malas over the last couple of weeks, and it's been very healing. Woo. So enjoy that. If you didn't get the kit, but you want just the perfume from tonight, it's at sagegoddess.com, by the way. Or if you want another bottle of it, because some of you have really loved it. And so again, your code is 19super if you want that one too. Okay, are you ready? Let's rock and roll. So I want you to sit up nice and straight. Roll your shoulders back, call your energy into present time. I want you to sit with your palms open. Maybe put them on your knees if that makes you more comfortable. Really come into awareness of your breath now. You know, whenever you feel anxious, your breath will bring you right back. So just start to notice your breath, or put your hand on your heart and feel your heartbeat. Bringing yourself back to your life force, giving thanks for your life force, right? How precious life is. We're all getting this huge, collective awareness and an awakening to how precious the life force is, in case we haven't remembered that for a while. And so I want you to imagine that extending out of your left hand is a beautiful white beam of light, about 4 to 6 inches in diameter. And as you bring your attention to it, your hand starts to get warm and kind of tingly. And I want you to let that beam of light extend out of your left hand, working its way clockwise all the way around our circle, which includes so many beloveds from the northern hemisphere where I am, the southern hemisphere tonight. So beautiful as you guys inch your way towards Samhain, and we continue to inch our way slowly towards summertime. Such a beautiful, and before that Beltane, such a beautiful way of reversed experiences, but still here in the same continuum. And watching that circle of light wind its way around until it comes back to you in your right hand. And when it does, you're really holding the energy of our entire collective tonight in your hands. And I want you to, especially tonight, we do this, but it feels so much more significant tonight, doesn't it? I want you to imagine sending through that beam of light out of your left hand the most intense, gentle, powerful essence of love that you can summon in your heart right now. And if you don't quite know what that would look like, I want you to think about the person or thing in your life that you love the most. And I want you to beam that love through the circle tonight. That love. It's unconditional, it's heart-filling, it's nourishing, it's tender, it's delicate, it's authentic, it's true, it's accurate, it's real, right? I want you to send that love through the circle tonight. And let it wind its way around. And whatever you send out through the circle is going to come back to you. So I want you to recognize that you're going to receive that love yourself, even though all of us are going to receive it too. And take a moment to let that love bathe you for just a second. Let it come through the palm of your hand, up over your arm, over your shoulder. Let it enter your central channel, move through and bathe all of your chakras in that loving light. And I want you to take a moment and I want you to imagine every cell in your body opening right now to receive that love. Just receiving unconditional love tonight. From sources seen and unseen. And I want you to take a moment to remind yourself how worthy you are of that love. You deserve that love. That love is given freely to you without expectation. It's true, it's authentic. It's beautiful, isn't it? And now I want you to do the same thing one more time, but let's do it with healing. Okay? Because the whole planet needs this right now. So I want you to imagine sending the strongest healing vibration you can summon. Picturing perfect health and wellness and vitality for every living being on this planet at this time. And I want you to send that through your left hand. And sending that healing all the way around that circle. Aw, thank you, Say. I appreciate that. Sending that all the way around the circle tonight. And then feeling again, because whatever you send, you receive. Feeling that healing come back into you through your right hand. And then let that healing, again, come up through your arm, over your shoulder, into the central channel. And I want you to invite every cell in your body to receive that healing tonight. Just, it's an invitation. Every cell in my body, I invite you to open and receive this healing. Receive perfect health, perfect vitality, perfect comfort, the release of all pain in the body. Receive, receive, receive. And again, you know, the moon is above us, shining the brightest light of the entire year. Do you guys really, think back to what I told you at the beginning of tonight. The brightest light of the entire year on our planet is tonight. This is it. If there is a time to enjoy, to receive, and as I say that, like the clouds are parting above my head, it looks like a movie. This is the night to receive it. She's shining so brightly upon all of us right now. She truly is. So feel your body in this perfect state of love and health. And we give thanks for these energies tonight. And so to the guides and the guardians of the East, we are so glad to call you in this evening on this beautiful, brightest full moon of 2020. We invite you in to bring energies of clarity, energies of a gentle breeze, the movement of life, to help us shift the energy from wherever we've been stuck to a different place, again, of clarity, of inclusion, of health. So guardians of the East, we welcome you in with gratitude. And to the guardians of the South, guardians of the fire gateway, tonight we call you in again for transformation with so much gratitude. We ask you to help us transform this planet from a state of fear to a state of calm and ease, from a state of illness and disease to a state of perfect health, alignment, and balance under this beautiful Libra full moon. We welcome you. To the guides and the guardians of the West, the direction of healing, the water gateway, we call you in tonight to nourish us, to wash over us tonight, to bathe us in these waters of peace and balance and harmony that Libra so effortlessly represents. We give thanks tonight for maternal energies of unconditional love surrounding us, supporting us, reminding us that we're never alone. We welcome you with gratitude. And to the guides and the guardians of the North, we thank you for your patience and your presence, for reminding us that we're never alone. We don't walk alone. Even if you feel alone tonight, the guides and the guardians of the North will always remind you that you're not alone. Never, never, never alone. And so we thank you for your stabilization. We thank you for your strength. And we thank you for the many ways in which you remind us that there's a fullness of time. This is one moment in our collective history. It's a very small moment in the totality, and we will get beyond this together. And we welcome you to the ceremony space tonight. And with that, our circle is open. So grateful that you are all here, truly, truly. I'm very, very, very thankful for you. It's beautiful to see you tonight. Okay, so I'm going to bring you over here for a moment, if I may. Where did my sphere go? There it is. I'm going to light my candle, get some fire going. And I like to, when I'm working with a stone and really focusing on it, the way we're going to focus on this one right now for just a few minutes, I like to anoint the stone. So if you have your creation perfume or another oil that you want to use to anoint it, just a little bit of that onto your sphere. And make sure you cover it as well as you can. The stones and the oils are a perfect pairing. They're partner therapies. Stones love the essential oils. The essential oils love the stones. You don't want to submerge some of your stones in too much oil if they're water soluble, like selenite, but in general, it's good to connect your oils and your crystals. Okay. Whew. I love that. Citrine 42 has a smoky quartz egg. That'll work just fine. Whatever you got. Okay, so I want you to, when we work with a single stone, we're going to charge and activate the stone tonight so that, and you can choose to charge and activate any crystal or stone or jewelry piece that you have that you want to. But maybe look around your collection really quickly and see if there's something that you want to infuse with the energy of the work that we're going to be doing tonight. And again, it can be a piece of jewelry. It doesn't have to be a crystal. I love charging stuff. But you don't get a big supermoon like this again in 2020. So get what you need to get, and let's come back and charge it up too. I love that. Kyle's got a merlinite sphere. Sylvie's got a ruby and zoisite egg. So this is, let me show you really up close. I've been talking nonstop for about a week, so my voice is kind of going. Let me drink my tea. All I do is talk. It's really true. It's a good thing I like to talk, because all I do is talk. This is rose quartz on the front side of it, the top side of it, depending on how you look at it. And this is rose quartz. I call it the agape stone. It's the universal love stone. And it attracts love to you from all directions. So that's the top layer. These were made for Sage Goddess, by the way. So these are a unique creation, but you can work with what you have. So this layer is rose quartz. The middle layer is peach aventurine. Isn't that pretty? They call peach aventurine the dream stone. It helps to manifest dreams, but it also helps with dream recall. But I chose it for this because, again, tonight's all about that little egg that you're holding, that little dream inside of you, that thing you want to create that you may feel is on hold right now because the world's in a weird place. This middle layer is your reminder, hold the dream. Every time you see this in your collection, every time you meditate with it, and I would encourage you not to put this down for the next month, honestly. Every time you look at this, I want you to remember us saying tonight together to each other, hold the dream. Hold the vision. Don't let it go. Even during the most challenging of times, that dream was given to you for a reason, and the universe is here to support you. And then the bottom layer is carnelian, which is the stone form of caffeine. This is the get it together and get it going stone. Of course, I'm a Leo. This is my stone. This is Leo's stone. And Leos are really good at kicking butt and taking names and kind of telling you how to get where you need to go. And so that's what that is. So this is love up, get all the love you need. Remember how loved you are. Hold the dream and get it together. Isn't that a good combination? Honestly, like, what else do you need right now? You need love. You need your dreams. And then you need somebody to kick you in the booty and get you dislodged from wherever you're stuck. Does that make sense? Okay. So I want you to take it in your left hand, or whatever stone you're charging tonight. Put your right hand over. I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to, whatever you're working with, whatever you're holding, I want you to pretend that this represents your dreams for this year. This represents everything you want to create. And this also represents your highest self, your wiser self. This represents your balance, right? Between tenderness and strength, between hopelessness and your ability to dream, between optimism and fear, right? This is your balance piece. There's no better night to do it. And so I want you to set the intention tonight as you work with this crystal. I want you to allow the energy of this sacred holy night, this beautiful full moon. I want you to ask Luna to charge this piece with her light. And if you can, take it out tonight after this and actually show it to her so she can beam down on it. But I want you to imagine that the energy of this evening is infusing this talisman or this jewelry piece or this sphere that you're working with enough energy to propel you through this experience, beyond this experience, with enough energy to manifest all of your dreams, with enough faith to know that this too shall pass, and that all will be well. With enough confidence to remember that you're capable of anything you set your mind to. You are the only one who's limiting you in your life. So this is love, faith, confidence, dreams, balance, harmony, courage, stamina, get through itiveness, stick to itiveness, however you want to think about it. Getting your passion back, Susan Hyde. That's right. This is getting your passion back tonight in a balanced way. Again, we don't want to swing all the way to one side of the pendulum and then all the way to the other side. We don't want to be constantly like this. We want to find some harmony down here in the middle so that the swinging doesn't it's not as wide of a vacillation. It's more of a gentle sort of movement. Does that make sense? That's right, Morgan. Your path is your own. And you're right, Debbie. You are capable. Take a deep breath there. And now I want you to use your breath. Before you blow your breath is very sacred in almost every spiritual tradition. Your breath is your life force. You've got your breath, you've got your saliva, but I'm not going to ask you to spit all over this. You can later if you want to, but I'm not going to do that for you right now. So your breath is just as good. Before you blow your breath, I want you to focus on that dream, whatever that dream is right now. I have one. Do you have one? I always have a dream. I am nothing if not a dreamer. I want you to focus all of your inner vision, outer vision, attention. Don't be thinking about anything else right now. What is that dream for you? My dream is that I will have my team all together again in our new building this summer, as we had planned. That is my dream. So if you have your dream too, and you can share it with us if you want, I miss my team. I really do. Are you ready? We're gonna channel that big energy, and we are going to Aho. Amen. So it is. May it be so, may it be so, may it be so. It is done. It is done. It is done. And we say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've got a great team. I'm very, very lucky. And what's kind of nice is, you go through these experiences together, and I don't think we've ever appreciated each other as much as we do now. I think we've always appreciated each other, but it's kind of different. It's very sweet. It's a lot of gratitude. To get to do what we do, wow, right? Very special. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and when we do, there will be a celebration that will include you, so don't worry. We will have a big, big, big party. And so I will look forward to seeing as many of you as can come to California and join us as possible. I love you guys. Okay. So now that your dream has been given some juice, it's been given some life, it's been given some breath, I want you to get your rattle. I'm letting you rattle because that's part of what needs to happen tonight, is a shaking off of energy. And if you don't have a rattle, anything to rattle with, I want you to let me rattle off of you for just a second. Let's come closer to the camera. If you were here, I would lay you down and I'd go along the meridians of your body and shake off some dust. So if you've been having a lot of fear and a lot of anxiety, I want you to bring that energy forward for a second and let's shake it off tonight. Oh, thank you, T. Jones. This is my home. You're in my crystal room at home. It's my favorite place in the house. And it's very, very nice to have you here. It's very sweet to do ceremony in here. I've done a lot of ayahuasca in here. I've done a lot of ceremony in here, but hadn't done a lot of public stuff until this happened. And again, it's another thing that I will miss when this is past us, Like, get it, Adelie. She's got her B12 bottle. I love you, girl. That's so awesome. You guys are so fun. Whatever you got, you shake it. And with this rattle, release what isn't serving you anymore. Let it go. Shake it off, shake it through, get it out, move it along, gotta go, no time for that. Move it, shake it. Libra is so good at this. Libra doesn't hold anything. They're such good teachers of how to move energy. They do it, they don't even have to do ceremony to do it. Libras move it automatically. Okay, now you can keep rattling while I drum for you. I wanted to drum, it's just going to be a light drumming tonight. But I'm finding that the drum is such a helpful ally. Come into connection with your breath again. And tonight, Luna, we celebrate you. We're so grateful for your light tonight. It's felt kind of dark lately. That last new moon was tough. To be missing her light at a time when it feels like the world is missing some of its light. So tonight we celebrate. Feels like the moon. And so tonight, Luna, we call upon you for this beautiful Libra energy. We ask that you illuminate us. I ask that you illuminate the spirit of every single person who's watching now, everyone who will watch later. Take this energy in for just a moment into your heart, into your soul tonight. And we give thanks to Luna for her ability to light the way, show us the way through this. Now, after each of us, Luna, I ask that you illuminate our families. Show us the way to harmony, to balance in our home. That includes your fur babies, who are acting kind of funky right now too, right? I'm not sure my cat's happy about how much we're home right now. It is what it is. Show us the way. We ask that you shine your light of harmony and health and peace and beauty onto our families, our collectives. And let's expand this out even more tonight. Happy birthday to all of you with birthdays this week. What a beautiful week to have a birthday. Beautiful Aries souls. And Luna, we ask that you illuminate our broader communities now. All the communities in which we live and we work. Cities and towns where we live. Broader networks of friends, co-workers and colleagues. Show us the way. Illuminate the path. Show us a good way through this that honors what you need too, Gaia. And Luna, tonight, we ask that you illuminate all of the ones who are on the front lines of this situation. All the healthcare providers, show them the way. Keep them safe and healthy and well, mentally, physically balanced. And you can add your prayers in here too. Who does Luna need to illuminate for you? All the service providers, the truck drivers making those deliveries so that we have what we need, all the delivery people bringing those packages, and law enforcement, those in public office, our leaders. Show us the way, show them the way. To all the front lines. Everybody in the medical front lines. Essential retail workers. Sweet Paula's a respiratory therapist. Show them the way. Checkout operators, grocery store workers, God bless them. Luna, illuminate the path for people who are interacting with the frontline providers. Show them the way to kindness, patience, generosity. Light the way for the children, the young ones. They have their own deferred dreams right now. Show them the way. To the teachers who are having to figure this out, taking their in-person curricula and transferring them online, it's very difficult. I've done it. Show them the way. To the elders, the wisdom keepers of our planet, especially those who don't have a tight network, the ones going and getting their own food, the ones who may not have food, the ones in care facilities, retirement facilities. Show them the way. To the moms and the dads who are having to figure it out right now. So much grace, one day at a time. Show them the way. That's right. To those who are incarcerated, show them the way. To the ones who feel alone, to the ones without homes, show them the way. To harmony, to health, to balance, to ease. To the ones bringing babies onto this planet right now, show them the way. To the ones who are grieving loss, show them the way. Thank you, Adelie. Those in recovery from addictions right now, it's hard, triggered. Show them the way. We love you, we love you, we love you. To all the seniors in high school, I know quite a few. Show them the way. Feels good to send love to other people, doesn't it? That's why you're here. It's just especially important at the full moon because your efforts are expanded, magnified, multiplied. To those who are struggling financially, the ones who are worried about their jobs, how they're going to provide through this time, show them the way. love that, Beth Lyons. To the dreamers, show them the way. To the ones who are worried that their dreams aren't going to come true now, we say, hold the dream. You don't let it go. Show them the way. Thank you, Athena Mac. To those who are in abusive relationships and at home, we see you. We ask Luna to show you the way. Thank you, Jessica, darling. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Cecilia. To the future, show it the way. To our beautiful military and our veterans. My heart is with veterans. I have a lot of veteran students. I used to teach in a program with a heavy military presence, and I just love veterans. Show them the way. And then last but not least tonight, to you, Gaia, for all the ways that we walked too hard upon you, for all the times that we weren't gentle enough. We ask for forgiveness. We ask that you show us the way. We pray for your healing tonight. We ask that Luna shines upon you tonight in places that maybe her light hasn't shone in many years. We give thanks to you, great Gaia, with love and with reverence. Prayers for your healing tonight. And to Luna too. We love you, Luna. We celebrate you every month, how beautiful you are. Show us the way. That's right. That felt good. That felt good. I could have done that all night long. Don't you know? Like for a moment I was like, God, we could just like for hours, we could go into a trance and just keep moving with all that energy. Woo. Thank you for being here, for shaking, rattling, drumming, praying. Thank you. Because those prayers are real and they are felt and they are heard and they are precious. They are precious. And so as we extinguish our candle, we send those prayers up tonight with hearts full of love. And I'm grateful for you. I want to say I'm grateful for your life. I'm grateful for your health. I'm grateful for your presence. I'm grateful you took an hour out of your night to be here. I'm grateful for your comments in the feed. Truly, I pray every night for you and for your family and for your friends. I pray that you don't feel alone. I pray that when you're anxious that you feel calm. I pray that when you're afraid that you feel peace. So this wish is for you too. Thank you all so much. It's good stuff. It is good stuff. Nights like tonight are why I do what I do. Truly. It's why I've never missed a full moon in 8.5 years, and I don't have any intention to miss one in the future. It's very important to raise the energy and to remind each other that we have each other, and that's a big gift. It's a really big gift. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've never been more grateful for it than I am right this very minute. I'm grateful for your children. I'm grateful for the funny stuff you post online. You know, I'm just grateful for you. We're all getting through it together right now. Truly, truly, truly. It's always the fastest hour of my life. It's like, what? Where did that go? So we want to thank and release the guides and the guardians of all the directions tonight, beginning in the north. Thank you to the guides and the guardians of the north for your steady, strong presence and your patience with us. Thank you for grounding us, keeping us safe. We release you with gratitude. And to the guides and the guardians of the west, thank you for the emotional burst we got tonight and getting to move this energy and experience this renewal and this healing together. So grateful to the guides of the west who keep the waters flowing. We release you with gratitude. To the guides of the south, thank you for energies of transformation and strength tonight, shape-shifting, helping us release what isn't serving us anymore so that we can step into this new age, whatever this is, with grace and with strength. And as a collective, with our hands held together, knowing that we're not alone. We release you with gratitude. And to the guides of the east, the eastern gateway, the air gateway, under this beautiful eastern Libra full moon, we thank you for clarity tonight. I feel clearer. Do you feel clearer? Like, I seriously feel like a little bit of like a shift in my own ability to perceive tonight. And I was feeling good before the ceremony, but I feel even more kind of like loose ends are kind of tied up in my psyche a little bit. So we give thanks to the guardians of the east for that energy, for that clarity, for that movement, for that inspiration, for that harmony tonight. It feels really good. And we release them with gratitude. And with that, I'm glad you feel better. With that, the biggest full moon ceremony of 2020, I'm sure we'll have other good ones, but they're not going to be as bright, is complete. So your homework for tonight, students, with my teacher voice, please take whatever you charged tonight outside if you can. It's raining here, but as soon as it clears up, I'm going to go outside. And just let whatever that thing is, you know, that you chose, let it receive that light, that physical light tonight if you can, because it'll reinforce the charging of that tool for you in service of reminding you to hold the dream. It's so important. And truly, every single one of you, I hope you know, every single one of you makes a difference when you're here. These are beautiful gatherings because you're here. So I'm really, really grateful for you, truly, in my heart and soul. It's so good. So we have class tomorrow, Soul Shifters. We have live readings at 2 and class at 4. I want to remind you, if you want to win my necklace, you have until midnight to get your full moon tools for May. Oh, the wrong art, hold on. It's our prosperity goddess in May. So you get your candle, you get your art, you get your carved Amazonite rose, which is kind of hard to see because of my light in here. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, these were hand carved just for SG. Isn't it pretty? And then you get your perfume as well, which is called Wildflower. And Wildflower has narcissus, pomegranate, and blood orange are your notes in Wildflower. And it's beautiful. So you have till midnight tonight. Your code is 19SUPER. And then I'm going to tuck this necklace into one of the packages. And your chances are really good because we don't have as many full moon kits as we usually do. So happy shopping. I'm so glad that you guys were here tonight. And then don't forget the perfume held will be in the shop on Thursday. A single bottle of my best perfume of 2020. If you liked M3 and Elohim, it's in that family. If you don't know what those are, it's okay. But some of you do. So if you liked those kind of scents, it's in that kind of family. That'll be in the shop on Thursday. All right. Carla asked, if for people on autopay, are you automatically entered? There's no subscription anymore for full moon kits. I know, we used to have it, but we don't have that anymore. So you'll have to go and physically get one if you want one. She's kind of pretty, isn't she? I know. I'm grateful for you guys. Thank you so much. Get out there and enjoy the rest of this beautiful full moon. And I will look forward to seeing you in class tomorrow. And then on Thursday, did you guys hear about this before I let you go? I'm doing a live SGTV gem sale from the house, but instead of me and Alexis, it's me and Dave. For the first time ever, my hubs is joining for a live gemstone sale from here at the house. That should be really interesting. I mean, you've kind of seen us, a couple of times, more by accident than anything else. So he and I are co-hosting the live gem sale on Thursday. So that's going to be from 3 to 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. It'll be a lot of laughs. We have some great stuff for you, though. A lot of Tucson stuff coming on Thursday. And affordably priced, too. Some really beautiful things at good prices on Thursday. So held is Thursday morning at 7 a.m. Live gemstone sale with me and Dave is Thursday at 3 p.m. These are all Pacific time. And then tomorrow is Soul Shift live readings from 2 to 3 p.m. And then Soul Shift session 1 for April is from 4 to 6 p.m. tomorrow. Hope I got that all straight. Yeah, Michelle's bringing popcorn. It'll be fun. I don't know if he's excited about it or not, but we'll see. I mean, he's a Virgo. It takes a lot to get them excited. But then when you do get them excited, they're real excited. Versus Leos, we're excited about anything. Like, you could tell me I'm going to go downstairs and pop popcorn, and I'd be like, yay, let's go do that. So anyway, thanks you guys. This is recorded, by the way, for you afterwards. So if you came a little late, or you want to drum with me again, or go through that meditation again, a couple of you have said you wanted to have something that you could listen to each day as a prayer. You can always fast forward in the recording of this once a day and do that prayer again. It'd be really nice to raise that energy for the planet when you have time. So thanks for being there, you guys. I will look forward to seeing you in class or at the gem sale on Thursday. Have a great rest of your night. And thank you to Team SG, to Hannah and Alexis for being there to moderate with me tonight. It was really nice to have you there. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys soon. Take good care. We'll see you.